In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can predict future price movements in the Forex market with high accuracy. Welcome back, guys. Hope you guys have been trading well. In today's video, we're going to look at projections that we actually shared in our DMR group with my team, and I'm going to explain the reasons behind these projections and how they played out. So the first one is AUD/USD. As you can see, we had identified a nice peak formation, right? A very nice peak formation. As we can see, a clear grab of the stops, right? And we could identify a clean day of drop, right? That same day we had a nice peak lock. On this day we had a nice peak lock, so we were expecting a trade off the 50 EMA, and as you can see, this is how it played out. In this case, it did not really go and reach the 50 EMA. This happens, but if we look at the structure, we can see a wide M formation, right? We can see a wide M formation which you would have executed around this area. All right, so that would have given you, a good amount of pips. All right, if you had traded this, I mean, as you can see, it pushed down to yesterday's low. All right, so that was about 47 pips that you had for you right there, right? So right now, as you can see, we have this 50-200 crossover. So we'll see if the dealer, can pull back and interact with the 200 EMA, and we can target it to push down to this 800 EMA. All right, so the next pair we also looked at was EUR/USD. Very simple, as we can identify a nice reset, level 1, level 2, last push giving us a peak. As you can see, a clean grab of stops, right? 1 day of drop that was given. So as you can see, this is when the cross happened. We wanted to see the interaction with the 50 EMA. So if we can actually check that out, this is what happened. The next day we had a nice trap. Dealer gave us the first leg, right? And then the dealer came through the second leg with another clear grab of the stops. Remember, don't trade until the stops are hit. So if we look at this from the M15 time frame, this is what we can identify. Sorry about that. There you go. A nice move above the Asian range, right? Giving you first leg, second leg, and you had the opportunity to enter right there. And as you can see, this moved for over 60 pips, right? So your target can be this low right here, and you're looking at 42 pips, right? But if you're targeting 50 pips a day, you definitely had your 50 pips off that projection. How's it going, guys? Check out our recommended broker Winsor and discover a world of trading opportunities from forex pairs, indices, and being able to diversify your portfolio with bouncy FDs. Get more trading power with up to a $10,000 deposit bonus, which you can utilize professionally to maximize gains on your trading account. Start trading now with different deposit methods and fast withdrawals. Sign up by clicking this link in the description below, and this will take you to this page which you will be able to sign up and trade with the best broker. Don't forget to join our Telegram channel for free signals and free setups and more educational content. So that was also a nice one. We'll see how this ebbs and flows, right? So we can, if this does continue with the cycle, we can see if price can make it down here to this area. But remember, we have the 50 EMA in sight. We can just have a trap below, and price can continue moving up. Never get married to a bias or a trade. All right, and we also looked at gold, and as you can see, we had a clear stop hunt, right, hitting yesterday, the previous day's high, a clean grab of the stops, right? We had a nice peak lock, peak formation lock, so we're expecting an interaction with the 50 EMA. So if we look at gold, this is what we have. We actually had that interaction, right? The trap was a bit, not that clear, but as you can see, a trap above the Asian range, right? Didn't really touch the 200 EMA, which is the H150, right? But we had a nice trade off there if you were looking to go, for intraday trades, right? So that was also a nice trade right there, right? And we also looked at USDCHF. All right, we looked at USDCHF. As you can see, we had a nice peak reset, level 1, level 2, last level, and we identified a peak formation. So as we already had a peak formation lock, I wanted to see price get back to this order block, and I expect to see price push up, but we should keep an eye on this 200 EMA because anything can happen right there. All right, so as you can see what happened on USDCHF. Price actually came back to that order block, and if we check it out from the M15 time frame, this is what we can see: a clean stop hunt below the Asian session and a clean W formation. All right, a clean W formation. All right, there. So you had opportunities to also grab a couple of pips right there with led to no drawdown, right? So we also looked, for us to to get this idea, we also looked at US dollar index. We also looked at GBPUSD. We had a nice peak formation, our peak reset, level 1, level 2, last push, giving us that second leg, right? We had a peak formation lock, so I wanted to say an interaction with that 50 EMA, and we can target this low here. But remember, we have the 50 the 200 EMA in sight, so you need to be careful. All right, so if we look at GU, this is what we can see. All right, very clean trade, as you can see. A nice interaction with that 50 EMA, right? So you had an opportunity to enter short, all right, here. All right, you had an opportunity to actually grab some pips. Even if you went short at the second leg right here, you still had a couple of pips, more than 50 pips, right? And the dealer gave you one more push, as you can see, 1, 2, 3. Hit it one more time in the stop hunt box, and we just dropped. So that was also a nice trade, and this was all because we also looked at the US dollar index, so we understood what we saw on the US dollar index and what we could expect on these USD pairs, right? So we look at that, right? A nice peak formation, right? After the peak formation, we have a nice W formation off the 200 EMA. This stuff actually still works, guys. Don't let anyone lie to you. All right, guys, I hope you learned something from this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell icon to be the first to watch when we upload any new content. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay connected by joining our Telegram channel through the link in the description below for free signals, free setups, and more educational content. Do note that this is our only Telegram channel. Any other Telegram channel with our name or logo is a scam, and do not fall for scams. Cheers.